some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
After the interception, here's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. And now here's another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Ryan to throw. Left side, he finds Pierce. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Olave. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about a job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll turn to Kamara.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at run.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. That's complete to Pierce. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
To throw is Ryan. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 79 yards. And the Colts are back within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Saints 37, Colts 32.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Here's Winston. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Winston to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Winston. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And he's brought down. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown.